Achieve your goals. Discover the hidden secrets to motivation and achieving personal power. Written and published by MSE Boost. Dreaming about what you want to do and what you want to be later on in life is easy. It asks the journey getting there that's not. It is easy to say you want to become a successful entrepreneur or business owner in 5 years or so, but then not do anything about it. Or you do get to doing something, but you give up in 6 months because it got too difficult and you think you in over your head. It asks like wanting to go on a round-the-world trip without planning all the logistics of how you going to get to different places. You make very little preparations, and you don't know exactly how you going to keep yourself safe throughout your journey. There's a lot of elements and planning involved in making your dreams come true. Without that achieve your goals you'll find it hard to succeed in anything. You'll be tied to a job you hate. You'll be living a mediocre life. You'll be wishing you can someday live the life you really want. If you want to finally succeed in life, then read this entire guide. You're going to learn a lot about what you can do to uncover what drives you. You're going to discover how you can set the right kind of goals and how you can keep your enthusiasm and your motivation all throughout your journey. The road to success is going to be filled with obstacles. Let this guide help you navigate your way around the potholes and the roadblocks. By the time you finish reading this guide, you'll be better equipped to tackle all challenges. You'll have everything you need to accomplish your goals and finally achieve success. Chapter 1. Chase the right kind of goals. All successful people have a goal. No one can get anywhere unless he knows where he wants to go and what he wants to be or do. Norman Vincent Peale. Norman Vincent Peale is right. You can get anywhere if you don't know where you want to go. If you want to ultimately end up successful in life, then you need to have a goal in mind. Where do you want to be in 5 years? 10 years? Are you happy with where you are right now? Can you see yourself doing the same thing until you say goodbye to this world? If you can, then good for you. Maybe you've already found your passion, and you've achieved your life goals. But I bet, for the majority of people reading this guide, you're not truly happy. If you can see yourself doing something else, doing something you really love, then you can set that as your goal. If you can see yourself moving someplace far away doing the things you really want to do, then start planning how you're going to get there. Now, this is where it gets tricky. How do you know if you resetting the right kind of goals for yourself? Ask yourself this question before you embark on your journey. Is my goal realistic? If you answer no, you could end up wasting all your time, energy, even money for nothing. Dreaming big is perfectly fine. Many successful people started from humble beginnings, but they dreamt big and they managed to achieve their dreams. However, it is important to mention here that when they first set their eyes on their target, they already knew there was a possibility, no matter how small, that they can achieve it. If they set their eyes on something where they have 0 chances of succeeding, then they wouldn't have succeeded at all. If you want even the slightest chance of succeeding, then you need to make sure your goals are still within the realm of possibility. Let me give you an example. You love basketball so much that you want to someday play in the NBA, the most prestigious basketball league in the world. You're a great player, but you're only 5 feet tall and you're not going to grow another inch. Plus, you're scrawny. What are the odds of you ever becoming a professional NBA player? 0. That's the harsh truth. You may be a great shooter, but you'll be a defensive liability on the court. There are many great basketball players who are tall, strong, and talented, but a great majority of them are never going to make it to the NBA. So, why would you think you can? If getting into the NBA is your dream, then you resetting yourself up for failure. Maybe a more realistic goal for you would be to someday watch a live NBA game, or have your picture taken with your favorite player and get his autograph too. Most people would be happy with that. Now, if you were 6 feet tall and you really talented, then you may just have a shot at getting into the NBA. If you got the skills, then you can work on it and do your best to get the attention of a basketball scout. I hope you can now see the difference between having a realistic and unrealistic goal. Knowing how to set the right kind of goals is the only way you can ensure you'll have a shot at success. To start with, your goal would need to be a SMART goal. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. When you identify a goal that meets this criteria, then you've got an excellent goal right there. Let's go through what each characteristic means. Your goal should be specific. You don't just say you want to become a millionaire by this time next year. Rather, you should say, I should be earning at least $84,000 every month for the next 12 months. Or you can even break it down further by specifying the exact amounts you should be making each day or each week for the next 12 months. If you reselling a product that costs $20 and you make a $15 profit per item, then it means you need to sell at least 600 units per month to make an $84,000 profit. Divide that by 30 days. Then you need to sell at least 187 units per day to reach your monthly goal. You need to be as specific as possible when it comes to setting your goals. There's less ambiguity, and you know exactly what you should be aiming for. Your goal should be measurable. Measurable means you can identify or measure when you achieve your goal. It means you can easily track your progress, which, in turn, can help motivate you when you see you getting closer to your goal. Going back to our millionaire example, you can easily check your sales, your spreadsheet, or your bank account to measure how you getting along. It's easy to see how much you've earned, and you can adjust your goals if you see you've had a couple of months where you didn't meet your quota. Maybe you need to market your product in other places, or look into adding more talented salespeople to your team. Your goal should be achievable. Here's where having a realistic goal comes in. Being a millionaire in 1 year is entirely possible. You've got a good product. You've had good reviews from past customers. So, you know perfectly well your goal is achievable. You just need to work on tapping hidden markets, or maybe do a better job at marketing and selling your product. You may even think about adding a new source of income within the next 12 months. You can sell a new product or have some other projects on the side, maybe a bit of freelancing, stuff like that. When you find another income stream, then it will help you reach your goal of becoming a millionaire faster. Your goal should be relevant. Is your goal relevant or reasonable? Is it really what you want? Will your current status in life allow you to pursue your goal? Is it the right time? Do you have the resources to successfully achieve your goal of becoming a millionaire? Are you or your team capable of selling almost 200 units of your product every single day? Will you have enough money left over once you've paid your staff for their hard work? If, at the end of the month, you left with far less money than the amount you've targeted, then you may want to readjust your goal. How about you make it 2 years instead of 1 year? Train your team to become better at sales, etc. Your goal should be timely. You need to have a set deadline for your goal. Earlier, we've mentioned 12 months for our goal to become a millionaire. When you've got a big goal set in the future, you can easily get distracted. So, it's important that you also set mini goals, so you don't lose sight of the big one. You can set monthly goals like earning at least $84,000 per month, so you'll become a millionaire in just 12 short months. What wouldn't be a good idea is if you just hope of someday becoming a millionaire with no particular timeline in mind. It can be in 1 year, 12 years, 25 years, it doesn't matter to you. When you set a non-time-bound goal, then it's really not a good goal. Set a deadline, so you have something to work towards. Chapter 2. What's stopping you from achieving your goals? A year from now, you may wish you had started today. Karen Lamb. When you first started planning your goal, and how you were going to go about achieving it. You felt enthusiastic. You felt like you were finally doing what you were meant to be doing. You were confident you were going to make it. You didn't care what other people thought about you and your goals. You were going to succeed, and you were going to be brilliant. But what happened between then and now? All of a sudden, you dragging your feet. You no longer excited. When you wake up in the morning, you think about how you can delay the inevitable or maybe even try to escape. All you want to do is just stay underneath the covers and sleep the whole day. Why? Did you suddenly realize you've been chasing the wrong goals? If yes, then know that it is not the end of the world. You've still got time. You can still readjust and recalibrate your goals. Make it a SMART goal. Did you fail at something? If yes, then don't be afraid. You need to get back out there and continue working towards your goals. There's no point in hiding. You can just give up after you encounter some obstacles and challenges. You don't need to be afraid of failure. In fact, you mustn't be afraid of failure. No one is exempt from failing. I have failed. You've failed. Your parents have failed. Your friends have all failed. Even the most successful people you know have all failed big time. In fact, they've probably failed more times than you and me combined. They didn't just become successful one day. They simply persevered and learned from their failures and mistakes. That's how they did it. If you give up, if you let the negativity affect you, then you're not going to get very far in life. You may have the best laid plans, but if you can't stomach the thought of failing, then you'll be nothing but a failure. Failure can teach you so much about life. Let failure guide you. Let it be your teacher, your mentor. When you think of failure like this, then you'll eventually find success. Failure will essentially guide you to success. Are you a procrastinator? If yes, then know that you're not alone. We all procrastinate at times. But don't let it turn into a habit. You know it has become a habit when you push everything into the back burner, just because the deadline's still far away. So, you prioritize the less important things because you've still got time. Problem is you get carried away with what you're redoing, and you eventually lose track of time. Before you know it, your deadline's coming up, and you've barely even started. You start working, but then you start panicking because you know you'll never be able to finish in time. Your dream's going down the drain. You regret procrastinating and letting yourself and your family down. At this point, you may very well be close to giving up, or maybe you've even given up altogether. You've wasted so much time. Time that you can't ever bring back. But you've still got life in you, right? So, if you really want to achieve something, you can still go back out there. You can still fight for your dreams. It is only you who is stopping yourself from reaching your goals. Stop procrastinating and start taking action. Everyone knows about the fear of failure, but not everybody knows the fear of success also exists. But why should you be? You want to achieve your goal, right? You want to become what you've always wanted to become. Why would you be afraid when you're so close to getting what you want? Success means change. And many people are afraid of change. They're afraid of leaving their comfort zones behind. They're afraid of success disrupting the balance, the peace, and quiet in their lives. They're afraid they're going to become an entirely different person. They probably know of someone who let success get to their heads and became totally nasty individuals. But not everyone is like that. You know yourself best will you turn into a monster. It is really all in your head. You don't have to change who you are just because you became successful. For others, success means moving into uncharted territory, new faces, new challenges, new expectations, maybe a new culture. Maybe you don't want to deal with that just yet. So you're trying to delay your success, even though you know it is within arm's reach. Whatever changes success brings, accept it with open arms. After all the goal setting and the planning you've done, you deserve success. Even if you've got all the resources necessary to succeed, you still don't believe you can do it. You've listened to far too many negative people in your life telling you that you can't ever succeed. Why would you listen to the naysayers? They are not going to contribute anything to your success, so why would you give them the time of day? The lack of self-belief, as well as low self-esteem, are dream killers. If you want to succeed, you are going to need healthy self-esteem. You are going to put yourself on a pedestal. Tell yourself you can succeed, and that no one can stop you from going where you want to go. You are chasing your dreams, not other people's dreams. No one can ever underestimate the power of motivation. Motivation can move people to chase their dreams. When you've defined your goals properly, and you've got plenty of motivation, then you better believe me when I say you are going to go places. Motivation is like fuel to your car. Without it, your car is not going anywhere. Sure, you can have people push your car, but how far do you think you'll go? Not very far. When you lack motivation, you won't have the energy or the enthusiasm to do what you are supposed to be doing. You'll be procrastinating. You'll be binge watching Netflix instead of working on building your business or marketing or selling your products. You'll be giving in to temptations. To succeed, you need to figure out how you can have an endless supply of motivation. It doesn't have to come from one place. It's like buying gas. You are not limited to buying gas from one station. Motivation will get you to different places. It will help you conquer your fear, and it will help you accomplish your goals. Chapter 3. What exactly is motivation? Wanting something is not enough. You must hunger for it. Your motivation must be absolutely compelling in order to overcome the obstacles that will invariably come your way. Les Brown. Many experts say motivation is a key ingredient to success. After all, you can succeed at anything if you don't have that drive, that fuel, that motivation pushing you to succeed. When you lack motivation, you won't feel the need to actually go out and do something about your life. You won't be driven to succeed. You wouldn't even want to get out of bed. You'll start something, but you never get around to finishing it. You just seem to run out of gas somewhere in the middle, and you stop looking towards your goals. You tuck your tail in, turn your back, and surrender. When you do this, then it only means one thing: you've lost motivation. You may not have lost hope yet, but you just don't feel motivated enough to do anything about your situation. If it's always been your dream to become a successful business owner, and you've got opportunities staring down at you, why would you say no to it? Is it because it's too hard? You're probably thinking, I don't have to do this right now. I've got more important things to do. Or, I'll do this tomorrow. My friends are inviting me to party tonight. Whatever it is, you're literally going to kill your dreams if you don't do anything to get your motivation back. Your lack of motivation will lead to a lack of productivity, which in turn will lead to lack of progress. When you don't progress, you don't succeed. It's that simple. So, how do you get your motivation back? Unfortunately, there's no one-size-fits-all answer to this question. We're all motivated by different things. What might motivate me may not motivate you. Likewise, what you use to fuel your drive to succeed may not sit well with me. Different experts may say there are different kinds of motivations. However, it all boils down to the following: intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Let us go through each type of motivation in detail. Intrinsic motivation is when you are motivated by internal factors or something that you, personally, find rewarding. You refueled by an internal desire to succeed, not by an external factor. With intrinsic motivation, you experience internal satisfaction. For example, you re-motivated to go out and go to work every day because it makes you feel good. It makes you feel useful. Or you volunteer at your favorite charity because you like helping people and it helps relieve your stress. You want to succeed because you know it's going to change your life for the better. You seek to grow and improve yourself because you know it's going to help you achieve your goals much faster. You do it because you want to see your family's quality of life improve. You love the feeling of accomplishing something, so you go out there and hustle and fight for your dreams. With intrinsic motivation, you don't need other external factors to motivate you. You've got to achieve your goals, so to speak. When you feeling unmotivated, remind yourself again why you redoing what you redoing. Extrinsic motivation comes in the form of rewards or incentives, but it can also come in the form of punishment. For instance, you want to succeed at becoming the top salesperson in your company. There is a $10,000 bonus at stake, so you do your best to reach the top. You keep your eyes on the prize. You don't look away, not even for a second. And you use it to motivate you to go out there and do your job to the best of your ability. With regard to punishment, some people are motivated by fear of getting punished or getting penalized. If you've got people on your team performing below par, then you may want to think of a way to penalize them. The thing with punishments is that if you don't know what you're redoing, then it can backfire on you. But if you do manage to instill just the right amount of fear, then it can lead to more motivated people working for you. You just need to find the right balance. Extrinsic rewards work extremely well for competitive individuals. For example, in the case of athletes, they are naturally competitive. They fight for recognition, for trophies, for monetary rewards. They want to win because they want to be recognized as the best in their sport. They want to win because they want to become a champion. And they want to win because they want that prize money for themselves and their teammates. It depends on your situation, really. As I've mentioned earlier, we all motivated by different things and by different factors. It will also depend at what stage you are in your journey. In the beginning, most people will probably be motivated by extrinsic factors. Most people will be working hard for the money. But when they've got all the money they want, then it may no longer motivate them as well as it did in the early part of their journey. Now, they'd probably be more motivated by intrinsic factors. They continue their journey to success because they enjoy the process. They learn a lot from the experience, and so on. On the other hand, some may be motivated by intrinsic factors at first. But later on, in the latter part of their journey, extrinsic factors may be more appealing to them. Remember, there's no hard and fast rule when it comes to motivation. It all boils down to what makes you tick. Look deep within you, find out what will light a fire under you every time you start slacking off. Knowing your why is essential if you want to succeed. Your why can either be intrinsic or extrinsic. Only you yourself will know what your why is. Why do you want to succeed so badly? When you've got the right answer, then you've got a strong why. You've got strong motivation right there. Your why will carry you through the rough days. It will get you out of bed on those days you don't feel so good. Your why will essentially drive you to succeed. When everything goes dark around you, your why will show you the light. It will be the light shining brightly in the darkness. Essentially, knowing your why will be your biggest source of motivation. Without it, you'll have a tough time overcoming the challenges that will inevitably come your way. Chapter 4. Staying motivated for the long run. When you look at people who are successful, you will find that they aren't the people who are motivated, but have consistency in their motivation. Arsene Wenger. People often take motivation for granted. In the beginning, we all excited. We hopeful about what the future will bring. We are so motivated to succeed. But after some time, we lose that fire inside. We start telling ourselves excuses as to why we can't work on our goals today. Motivation isn't a short-term thing. The truth is your motivation should last until you finally achieve your goals. Sure, it's normal to feel tired. It's normal to procrastinate from time to time. But giving up and losing all hope of ever succeeding is never a good idea. When you start giving up, you give in to negativity. You leaving yourself wide open to failure. You start listening to the negative people around you and take their word as solid advice. In truth, they just trying to drag you down with them, to make you one of them, another non-achiever. Is that what you want for yourself? I sure hope not. But don't lose hope. Here are a few ways you can stay motivated for the long run. Your main goal is your big goal, your dream. It is the long-term goal you want to achieve. It is not something that is going to happen tomorrow or next week or next month. Often, big goals take years. Sometimes, other people refer to it as their life's goal. One of the main characteristics of a good goal is that it should be time-bound. There should be a deadline in mind. So, if your goal is to become a rich businessman with a net worth of $10 million, then you should say you want to achieve your goal within a certain period of time. For this particular example, let's go with 10 years. This means every year, on average, your net worth should increase by $1 million. In 10 years' time, you'll finally achieve your main goal. The trick to achieving big goals is by breaking it down into smaller goals. It is certainly far easier to say you'll earn $1 million a year instead of earning all $10 million on your 10th year. You need to plan how you going to achieve your mini goals $1 million per year, so you can eventually achieve your main goal $10 million. Perhaps there will be a few years where you don't achieve your mini goal, and you start losing hope you'll ever get to your main goal. Just remember that it is not the mini goal you after in the long run, but rather your main goal. The mini goals are important, but it is not set in stone. If you don't amass $1 million in the first year, then try to earn $2 million the following year. If you don't earn $5 million by the 5th year, then do your best to catch up the following year. Always keep your main goal in mind. That's the most important thing to help keep you motivated for the long run. Making motivation a habit has a lot of benefits to it. It will come naturally to you without even needing to think about it. But how exactly do you do it? How do you make motivation a habit? The best to go about making motivation a habit is by associating it to another habit. What you choose to link it to is going to depend on you. You're going to need to make a system and perfect it. It is going to take you several weeks of doing that system for the new habit to stick. For instance, if you're trying to lose weight, then you can make it a habit to wake up early in the morning. As soon as you wake up, you eat an apple and head over to the gym. You do this routine every single day. Whether you like it or not, whether it is raining or snowing outside, you go out to the gym. You learn to train yourself to follow that routine strictly. You don't think about what else you could be doing at that particular time. You just do what needs to be done so you can reach your goal. If you're trying to build your wealth, then you can make it a habit to save aside some money every week. Have a target amount in mind and do your best to put that amount in your bank account. That could be your motivation. You like seeing the numbers go up in your bank account every week. The thing with making motivation a habit is that you start feeling bad when you miss a day. It is like you neglecting to feed your body. You don't feel so good. So, the next time, you do your best, and you actually make the effort not to miss your habit. As the popular saying goes, practice makes perfect. So, you diligently work on making your new habit stick. You start off by putting reminders on your desk, on your phone, on your calendar. Then, after doing the same thing over and over again, you notice you don't even notice the notes and reminders anymore. Even if you remove those notes, you'll still continue doing it because it has already become your habit. One thing to keep in mind when chasing goals is that you should always strive to set tasks and goals that fall within the so-called Goldilocks principle, not too hard, not too easy, but just right. This rule is based off of the popular fairy tale, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. When you've got a difficult task ahead of you, something you know is near to impossible for you to do, then you tend to procrastinate. You re-putting it off because you know the odds are stacked up against you. On the other hand, when you've got a task that is far too easy for your skills, then you tend to get bored. You'd probably also procrastinate because you know you can complete the task in a short period of time. The Goldilocks rule is basically all about optimal challenge. Just the right amount of difficulty where you'll feel happy if you succeed. An optimal challenge will allow you to use your current skills to complete a task where you've got a good chance of succeeding. Chapter 5. The qualities that will help you succeed in life. The self-image is the key to human personality and human behavior. Change the self-image, and you change the personality and the behavior. Maxwell Maltz. As the popular saying goes, change is the only constant thing in life. And this is true. It applies to us humans, too. Over time, our personalities change. This is why you'll often hear the phrase, "you've changed." Because people do change. If you've been failing in life, then perhaps you need to take a look deep within you. Why do you keep failing? What do you need to change so you can succeed? If you keep on doing the same things and look at life the same way, then you cannot expect to get different results. So, what you need to do then in order to succeed is that you've got to change whatever undesirable traits you have. You've got to remove the bad, so the good traits can take over, and you know exactly what kind of bad traits you have. If you like procrastinating, then you have to learn to let go of that. If you tend to think negatively, then you've got to find a way to look at things in a positive light. If you're always late, then you've got to try harder so you can get to your appointments early or on time. If you're inconsistent, then you've got to try harder so you can be more consistent. If you need to practice, do it. Overcoming negative attributes will take you some time. But it is time well spent because you'll soon be reaping the rewards of your success. Consider it as an investment, one that will help you reach your goals in life much faster. Setting the right kind of goals and having the motivation to see it through until the end is important. But having the right kind of personality or characteristic is an essential part of the process too. Your attitude will also help determine your success or failure, and how you react to either event. So, here are some of the top qualities that many successful people share. If you want to succeed, then you'd best read up so you can change for the better. If you're passionate about achieving your big goals in life, then you're willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. You're not going to quit when you bump into obstacles. Sure, it may set you back, but it's not going to stop you. This is why when identifying your goals, it is important to aim for something you really want to do. It is so much easier to motivate yourself when you really want to do something. But when you're stuck chasing a goal you're not particularly interested in, then you can easily get discouraged. When you're passionate about something, you've got the heart to keep on fighting. It will drive you to improve yourself and your techniques and your processes just so you can reach your goals. You'll literally look for ways to succeed. You're not going to turn your back and hide away from problems. You've got your eyes set on the goal. It is your passion that will help keep your eyes glued to that goal, as well as the driving force that will take you there. Having a positive mindset is important so you can reach your goals. You are constantly surrounded by negativity, from negative friends to negative emotions to negative surroundings. You've got to stand out from the crowd and keep your distance from all the negativity that surrounds you. A positive mindset will allow you to look at things far differently than having a negative mindset. When you think positively, you tend to see opportunities where others may only see doom and gloom. You tend to look for the silver lining. You're optimistic about everything in life. With a positive mindset, you welcome failure with open arms. Because you know it is going to help you in the long run, and you're going to learn a lot from failing. So you don't run away. You don't go hiding in your comfort zone. Instead, you face failure head on and use it as an opportunity to succeed. Successful people have plenty of self-confidence. They know they've got the talent, the skills, and the resources to succeed. They have healthy self-esteem, and they hold themselves in high regard. They believe in themselves. Confident people have a different aura about them. If you've ever been around confident people, you'll notice they carry themselves differently. They hold their heads high. They talk in a confident manner. They believe in what they're saying. They will look you straight in the eyes, and you can see their confidence clearly. With self-confidence, you can easily conquer doubt. At times you may feel low, but you can quickly recover. You'll go back to being productive. You'll work on tasks that will contribute to your growth and your success. You know you've got what it takes to succeed, so keep on doing what you need to do. Work on your mini goals until you eventually succeed at your main goal. People with integrity have greater chances of success. They honest with themselves, and they honest with the people around them. They do what they promise to do. So, when they set goals and promise themselves they'll achieve that goal in a few years, then that is exactly what they're going to do. They're not going to lie to themselves and tell them they're going to succeed when they're clearly not doing anything to further themselves. With integrity, you devote yourself to doing your tasks to the best of your abilities. You're not going to turn in a low-quality piece of work. Instead, you'll do your best to deliver above and beyond what is required of you. Your integrity will strengthen your character. You know how we all love and look up to people with integrity. You know you can take their word at face value because they've built a solid reputation as someone you can trust. Integrity is especially important when it comes to chasing your goals in life. Once you commit yourself to achieving something, then you do everything in your power to achieve it. You're not going to slack around. You're not going to give up at the first sign of trouble. Self-discipline doesn't come innately to us humans. From a young age, our parents do their best to instill discipline in us. However, depending on the parent's skills, some kids may grow up to become disciplined adults, while many, as we all know, remain largely undisciplined. We've got to put in the work if we want to have self-discipline. You're going to need to work on acquiring new, positive habits that will help instill discipline in you. You're going to have to learn how to reject temptations, how to say no to activities that will lead you astray from your goals in life. If you've got self-discipline, you've got a strong foundation for success. Your discipline will allow you to put blinders on so you can focus on the road ahead. Even when you're not feeling too good, you can rely on your discipline to give you a good kick to get you back on your feet. Self-discipline is an important quality shared by many, if not all, successful people. If you want to be one of them, then you had better start working on building the right discipline instilling habits. Chapter 6. Top habits that will lead you to success. The key to forming good habits is to make them part of your rituals. I have a morning ritual, afternoon ritual, and Sunday ritual. It's one way to bundle good habits into regular times that you set aside to prepare yourself for the life you want. Rituals help you form habits. Lewis Howes. Good habits don't happen overnight. Neither does getting rid of bad habits. If you want to replace your bad habits with good ones, then you've got your work cut out for you. Let me tell you right now that it is not going to be easy. Quite the opposite, in fact. Time-wise, it will take you at least a few weeks before an action or task becomes a habit. How do you know you've succeeded in building new habits? Well, you'll be doing it without giving it any thought. It becomes almost involuntary action. You don't need to think about it. You just do it. This is why bad habits are dangerous. When you were used to doing something bad, something negative instinctively, it can literally destroy you, your life, your loved ones without much effort from you. However, the good news is you can replace your bad habits with good ones. You just need to be conscious of what you're redoing. When you find yourself going back to your bad habits, give yourself a mental kick and revert to your new, positive habit. Another technique successful people do is they anchor a new habit onto an existing habit. So, for example, if you retrying to build better dental habits, and you've already got that habit of brushing your teeth before you go to bed at night, then you can follow it up with flossing and swirling some mouthwash, too. Sooner or later, you'll find yourself doing all three: brushing, flossing, mouthwashing automatically. The road to success won't be easy. You need all the help you can get. And you need to do away with all those bad things that won't help you get to wherever you want to go. Here are some of the best habits you should start incorporating into your daily routines. That means no sleeping till late noon. It doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun, does it? Well, no one ever said succeeding came easy. You need to make plenty of sacrifices if you want to succeed. Many successful people have an early morning routine. When they rise extra early, they get more things done. They know they've only got a limited number of hours each day, and there are literally tons of things they need to do. So they maximize their hours. They don't waste any time. Sure, they get off days too. But even then, they still conscious of being productive and getting ahead of anything that may require their attention. They can effectively balance their time and divide it accordingly. They have time for themselves. They have time for their family. They have time for work. And they have time to work on their goals. Time management is an important skill. And when you rise up early in the morning, you get a head start, and you have more time to manage. Some people may not like the idea of exercising regularly. They'll say they don't have time for that. But the truth is, exercise has plenty of benefits. It may tire you out at first, but that is probably because you haven't exercised in so long that your muscles are no longer used to strenuous physical activity. However, if you make it a point of exercising regularly, you don't need to spend hours at the gym. Your body will adjust, and you'll reap all the benefits of exercising. You'll have more energy, you'll feel better, you'll feel lighter. You'll be able to focus on your daily tasks. You'll look better too. No matter how busy you get, make it a habit to exercise. If you really find it hard to squeeze in the time to exercise, how about you attach it to your daily morning routine? That way, you'll get it out of the way. And you'll be able to focus on your other, less difficult tasks. Maintaining a healthy diet is easier said than done. You've got fast food restaurants on practically every corner where the food served isn't exactly ideal when it comes to nutrition. There are plenty of restaurants, though, that serve healthy foods. However, these places can be quite costly. If you really want to eat healthy foods and not spend a fortune on your diet, then you can try cooking your own meals. It is entirely possible to do this. A lot of successful people prepare their own food at home because they can control whatever goes in their mouth. They know it is good for them, and it won't have random ingredients that will lead to their bodies getting sick. As you very well know, when you get sick, you won't be able to accomplish a lot. You'll feel weak. You won't be able to focus on your tasks. This is why it is so important to have a healthy diet. Refeeding yourself healthy, nutritious food that will enable you to be productive all day long. Successful people are always looking for ways to improve themselves. They want to become better leaders, better communicators, better team players, better business people. So, they read books. They listen to inspirational speakers. They attend self-development seminars and workshops. They subscribe to and follow many motivational speakers. They're probably already good at what they do. But there's always room for improvement. They always strive to take their game up a notch. And they're not shy about it. They take action every single day. They don't let themselves stagnate. They strive to be the best they can possibly be. They're always challenging themselves. If you want to be like them and succeed, then you've got to look at how you can improve yourself. There are tons of books and courses out there on the internet, both free and paid. Read widely and read frequently. Then go out and take action. You don't stop at reading. If you do, then you just entertaining yourself. Unless you take action, you not doing anything to actually improve your situation so you can reach your goals faster. To-do lists are extremely popular. You know why? Because they work. If you serious about succeeding in your goals, then you going to have to take to-do lists seriously. You can just write up lists and then do nothing about it. When you do that, you essentially wasting your time. You not getting anywhere with that kind of attitude. With every item you cross off your to-do list, the closer you are to achieving your goals. It's the bite-sized version of accomplishing something. When it comes to to-do lists, you can either use good, old pen and paper like a post-it note, or you can use your smartphone. Old-fashioned notes are good, but smartphones are even better. You bring your smartphone everywhere with you. There are plenty of apps you can use, apps that include an alarm function. Use these to your advantage. Plan your day, your week, your month. Never let a day go by where you don't take action. Chapter 7. Taking massive action will define your success. The path to success is to take massive, determined action. Tony Robbins. Setting goals and then not taking the necessary action to succeed is, plain and simple, a foolish thing to do. You essentially wasting your time if that's the case. Now, setting goals is easy, but setting smart goals is another story. When you set smart goals, you already investing some time into creating a goal that is actually realistic. If you stop there, if you don't take action, then you may as well not have done any planning at all. When we say taking action, we actually mean taking massive action. The kind of action that is not for the faint-hearted or people who don't have the passion, the discipline, the drive to see themselves succeed. The word massive in itself is intimidating. Not everyone can confidently say they can take massive action and actually pull through until the end. Now, before you go on thinking you're just going to give up because you don't have the stamina to take massive action, listen up. Just because it is massive, doesn't mean you're going to do everything in one go or in one instance. No, it simply means you're going to be doing large-scale action that will take place over an extended period of time. Again, we're trying to achieve long-term goals here. So, to take massive action means taking consistent action until you succeed. Your main goal can be broken down into mini goals. Likewise, massive action can be broken down into small, consistent action. If you've got a daily goal, then you need to take action every single day. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? When confronted with seemingly insurmountable challenges, you simply break it down, so it is easier for you to process or work on. Yes, knowledge is power, but it doesn't mean you should rely on your knowledge. Knowledge is nothing if you don't do anything with it. Many book-smart people don't amount to anything in life because they choose not to do anything with their knowledge. They not interested in doing more and achieving more. They simply satisfied with what they have. They just consuming all these knowledge without putting it into practice. In short, they not doing any justice to their knowledge. When chasing goals, you need knowledge, plenty of it. You need to know what you're going to do. You would also most probably need specialized industry knowledge if you want to come out ahead. However, you don't need to be the smartest person in the room to succeed. If you take action on whatever relevant and important knowledge you do have, then you're already miles ahead than that person who chose not to do anything with that same knowledge. You can always learn new things along the way. You're smart. You can figure things out as you go along. There are many correct ways to achieve your goal. What you need to do is figure out which methods and which paths will take you to your goal faster. You need to have a plan A, plan B, and so on in place. Plan A may not work out like you hoped, so you need to have a contingency plan, a backup plan. You can just choose to give up because your initial plan didn't work out. If you really determined to succeed, and you passionate about your goals, then you'll be ready for whatever situation, good or bad, may arise. If you need to go back to the drawing board, then so be it. Your plans are not written in stone. Even if it was, just get yourself another stone and write your new plan on it. This is where embracing failure and mistakes come in. When you're not afraid of failure, you can clearly see what went wrong in your strategies, and you can quickly come up with a new plan to address that issue. Trial and error is a great strategy, even though it is time-consuming, but at least you're actually learning something. Learning from your mistakes is crucial. This is how you figure out which strategy is best. When you've figured out the right strategy, then go to town with it. Taking action just for the sake of taking action is meaningless. It's the same as setting goals without thinking things through. For success to happen, you need to have a smart goal, and you need to take massive smart action. Action that really matters. Positive action that counts and brings you closer towards your goals. When you left to your own devices, and you tell yourself you must take action today, you may not be aware that you not doing the right kind of action. Yes, you doing something. But will it lead to results? Undertaking smart actions will directly lead to good results, the kind you want to achieve. Another benefit of taking smart action is that you able to use your time wisely. You able to work efficiently and effectively. You working towards something you know will lead you to success. You not just hitting blindly in the dark, hoping you'll hit something. No, you've got your night vision on, and you know exactly where the right target is. That's what smart action is all about. The Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, is named after the Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto, who discovered that 80% of the land in Italy was owned by only 20% of the population. He found out that this 80-20 distribution is present in many other industries too, not just in real estate. For example, 80% of your profit may come from only 20% of your customers, or 20% of your products are responsible for 80% of your total sales. These are but a few examples. The Pareto principle is a great example of taking smart action. For instance, you may eventually find that 80% of your success is determined by 20% of your actions or tasks. So, what you need to do is identify what those actions are so you can streamline and focus on that 20%. This will lead to an increase in productivity for you and your business. Or you can determine who your top 20% customers are so you can find more of the same people and sell to them. Instead of focusing your marketing efforts on just about everybody on the planet, you should instead look for people who have the same characteristics as your top 20% customers. You can see just how much of an impact the Pareto principle will have on your business and your goals. Chapter 8. Obstacles and how to deal with it. Everyone has to face obstacles. Everybody has to face hurdles. It's what you do with those that determines how successful you're going to be. Craig Sager. Obstacles and challenges. These are two words many people dislike. If given a choice, they would rather not face these. They want to coast from where they are now to their goals. Many people are willing to work hard for their goals, but they not willing to suffer the consequences of failing. They don't want to have obstacles in their path. They don't want potholes, and they absolutely don't want to encounter landmines on their journey. But alas, that rarely happens in real life. In real life, the road to success is a figurative battlefield. It is littered with big rocks and landmines. Do you want to know what separates successful people from the rest of the population? Successful individuals, those who reach their goals, have had landmines blow in their faces. They've been crushed by huge rocks. They've fallen down time and again. But they still came out ahead. They didn't let all those obstacles stop them from reaching their destination. That's how motivated and driven they are. No matter what life threw at them, they took it head on, and look where they are now, living the life they've always dreamed of. Challenges and obstacles are going to come between you and your goal. It is to be expected. If you think otherwise, then you're going to be in for some shock. You can plan all you want, but you still can't account for all the different possibilities that could happen to you. You can probably minimize internal or personal obstacles, but you can't predict external factors. No one can. You must always be prepared. The world can come crashing down anytime, and you can't do anything about it. Don't get discouraged. Draw upon your mental strength, your passion. Take a break to clear your head and try to think outside the box. If something's happened that you haven't planned for or expected, don't worry. You'll figure it out. Remember not to panic. Just take deep breaths and look for ways to solve your problem. You'll soon get over all the obstacles and challenges you're facing right now. Some obstacles are mere hurdles you can easily jump over, while some are mountains you're going to need to climb. Whatever kind of obstacle life throws at you, don't let it stop you. Think of obstacles as mere instruments to bring out the best in you. Accept the challenge and prove to yourself and everyone around you that you can succeed. In many cases, obstacles help your creative side shine when you're forced to think outside the box. For instance, if something tragic happened to you, like your sweetheart broke up with you, then think of it as an opportunity to meet new and maybe even better people. It is okay to grieve, but you don't have to pine away forever. You were obviously not meant to spend the rest of your life with that person. If you look around, you'll find someone else who will be much more deserving of your love. Or alternatively, you can now focus your attention on building your business and achieving your business goals. These are just a few ways you can turn a problem into an opportunity. If your business partner backs out for whatever reason, then there is opportunity for you to look for a much better partner. Or perhaps take your business in a different direction, one you've always wanted. You can sell the business and use the proceeds to build another company, one that is more in line with your passion in life. Some people view asking for help as a sign of weakness. They don't want to be perceived as weak, and they rather not ask anyone for help lest they be viewed as weaklings. That line of thinking is, quite frankly, dangerous. Many people have been driven to self-harm and even suicide simply because they couldn't muster the courage to ask for help. For others still, they don't want to ask for help because they don't want to be somebody's burden. That may be true if you ask for help from someone who doesn't care about you. But if you turn to a loved one or even a professional, then they be more than willing to help you out. There are people out there who care for you. When the obstacles in your life seem insurmountable, and you can't surpass it on your own, then it is time to ask for help. There is nothing wrong with asking for help. It is good for you, because you're finally going to get a solution to your problem. And the person who helped you will get a boost in morale and self-confidence. You're not the first one to ever encounter obstacles in life. If you can't find someone in your circle of friends who has encountered the same problems, then you can go online. Forums are especially helpful. The great thing about asking for help online is that you don't have to share your real identity. You can be anonymous if you want. People on forums can be incredibly helpful. Do a search for people who've encountered the same problems as you and ask for their advice. Ask them how they were able to overcome their problems. You'll get plenty of useful and life-changing advice in forums. Just remember to pay it forward. If someone needs your help and asks for your advice, don't hesitate to share your experiences too. It is so easy to let your emotions get the best of you. When you reacting to a problem, your emotions can often cloud your judgment. This can lead to even bigger problems. So, If you don't want to ruin your chances of succeeding at whatever it is you've put your mind to, then you've got to take a step back. Don't try to deal with problems when you're feeling emotional or worse, hysterical. Take a break, take deep breaths, try to calm down, and let your logical side step up. When you've collected yourself, look at the problem objectively. Look at it with critical eyes, if you will. Think of ways you can solve the problem. Write it down if possible so you can weigh the pros and cons of each solution. Go through the solutions one by one until you find the one that will actually work. At last, you'll finally be able to overcome the obstacle you're facing. Chapter 9. Positive thinking will drive you to succeed. Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. Zig Ziglar. Which do you think will get you further in life? Positive thinking or negative thinking? If you answered positive thinking, you are absolutely correct. However, if you answered negative thinking, then you're going to have to think again. The truth is, positive thinking is one of the most important characteristics of successful people. It formed the backbone of their success. It drove them over all the obstacles and the challenges they faced in their quest to accomplish their goals. No one can ever downplay the effect of positive thinking. It is so powerful that it can transform even the biggest obstacle into life-changing opportunity. If you are not a positive thinker by nature, then you will need to make a conscious effort in the beginning and guard your thoughts. The moment you start thinking negatively, you have to direct your mind and steer it towards positivity. Instead of saying, "I can," you should tell yourself, "I can." It is just 2 words, but if you believe in what you're saying, then it can make a huge difference in how you deal with problems that occur in your life. Even when you fail, you'll still have that ability to believe in yourself. You've done all the groundwork. You've prepared yourself to succeed. Setbacks are to be expected, and it is not going to discourage you. When you set goals for yourself, it means you ready to move forward. You looking towards the future. However, in many cases, many people are still somewhat stuck to the past. They still looking backward. They can seem to move on from their past failures. They can seem to overlook their shortcomings and their mistakes. Things that have happened years ago still haunt them late at night to this day. Well, guess what? If you continue letting the past affect you, then you'll find it hard to succeed in your goals. Let your past remain in the past. If there is anything you can take from your past, let it be the good memories and the lessons you've learned along the way. You can use that to motivate you to keep on pushing forward until you reach your destination. When you set big goals, you practically daring yourself to think big. And when you think big, it means you ready to leave your comfort zone behind. You willing to experiment, to push your boundaries. You not afraid of seeking out new experiences, especially if it is going to help you achieve your goals. When you pushing your boundaries, you not letting yourself be bounded by failures and mistakes. Quite the opposite, in fact, you welcome it. Because you know that with every mistake you commit, you can see just how far you can go. Every little failure, every challenge that comes your way is an opportunity for you to see how you can move beyond that, how you can grow. When you re-exploring your potential, you develop the courage to think outside the box. You not afraid to take risks. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. You don't have to be a daredevil to have this kind of mindset. It is just what great thinkers and innovators do. They don't stick to the norm. They want to live life to the fullest, so they push the envelope as far as they can. That is what makes them special. That is what makes them stand out from the rest of us mortals. Positive thinkers aren't dreamers. They realists. They know there's no such thing as a perfect plan. So when they encounter setbacks and challenges, they don't give up. They simply change gears and change direction. Learning how to adjust your goals means you willing to bend. You flexible. This is a common characteristic among many entrepreneurs. If they can find the exact component they need for a project to run, they look for a similar object or make one themselves. They not going to surrender and throw their hands up in the air just because they missing a key component. They adjust their plans if they need to, as long it will still lead to accomplishing their main goal. It is really not rocket science that asks how many inventions and discoveries are made. Things that happen out of circumstance or accident often leads to amazing discoveries. Just think of the possibilities. Positive people know they find it hard to achieve anything in life if they go at it solo. Family, friends, even random strangers may lend you a hand without them knowing they helping you out. When that happens, be grateful. Acknowledging their impact on you will also be good for their morale. You've got so many things to be grateful for. Even when it seems like you've reached new lows in your life, you've still got your life, right? For as long as you've got breath left in you, you've got a fighting chance to succeed against all odds. You've still got loved ones around you. You've still got people who care about you. Sometimes, it's the little things that will give you a major boost when you need it the most. A simple thank you can do great wonders for you. Try returning the favor, and you just may be the reason someone will have a wonderful day ahead. Being in the company of positive people will help you think positive thoughts, too. They a joy to be around. They will help you laugh. They help you feel relaxed. You can let your guard down around positive people. But when you with a negative group, your thoughts tend to get riddled with negativity. This is why you should choose your friends carefully. Surround yourself with people who will brighten your day, not suck the life out of you. Positive people will encourage you to succeed. When you've got a group of friends cheering you on to fight for your dreams, then you know you can do it. You may have a long way to go, but with friends like that, you've got the motivation to succeed. You can count on them to motivate you when you feeling down. Being surrounded by positive people will transform you into a positive thinker too. You learn to enjoy your little wins. You learn to appreciate every little thing you have. You become a better person overall, and you'll be ready to face all your challenges head on. Chapter 10. Unleash your true potential. The journey is never ending. There's always going to be growth, improvement, adversity. You just got to take it all in and do what's right. Continue to grow. Continue to live in the moment. Antonio Brown. You've still got a long way to go. You probably still years away from achieving your goals and your dreams in life. When you think of it like that, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. It's easy to give up long before you even started. But if you do give up, you never going to get anywhere in life. You'll never discover your true potential. It may seem difficult now, but when you visualize yourself in the future, what do you see? Do you still see yourself doing the same job, wearing the same uniform, driving the same car, doing the same boring routine? We all have dreams. But why is it so many people continue to live mediocre, unhappy, and unsuccessful lives? And there's only a select few who get to live the life they've always dreamed of. The difference is many people don't even bother taking that first step towards their goals. They don't think it is worth the trouble, and they don't believe that they can do it, that they can overcome the odds and reach their goals. Some people probably think that those who succeed in life have secret superpowers, that they not mortals like the rest of us. This theory is obviously silly. We all mortals here. So, why is it then that other people make success look so easy, while the rest struggle mightily? The answer will vary from person to person. However, generally, many people don't succeed because they simply doing things wrong. They probably not setting the right kinds of goals, or they not following through with their plans. They not mentally, physically, emotionally, or financially ready to chase their dreams. For others still, they simply don't know their limits and their boundaries. Or they don't know that they can, in fact, push their limits. So, they stick to what they've always done, too afraid to see how far they can go in life. Taking that first step to chasing your goals is always the hardest. Start small. Take baby steps if you need to. No one's going to judge you, and if there are those who will judge you, don't mind them. They're not going to dictate how you will accomplish your goals. Your limits are yours and yours alone. You can even test your limits tentatively to see how far you can go. You don't have to remove those barriers all at once. Maybe ease up on one front, and then another one until you finally stop limiting yourself. The moment you remove those limits, you reopening yourself up for success. Excuses aren't going to take you anywhere near success. They're going to drive you far away from your destination, and it's going to leave you there, stranded. There's got to be a limit to the number of times you can use a certain excuse until you finally get to the point where you run out of ideas, and you forced to start taking action on your dreams. But alas, we creative beings, and we never going to run out of excuses. So, the only thing left to do is to actually stop yourself from making excuses. Stop looking for an escape. The more you look for an escape, the more elusive your goals become. To stop making excuses, you have to be highly self-aware. You know yourself best. You know when your thoughts are turning towards making a quick run towards freedom. The freedom to not take action is going to cost you your real freedom later on. That's the price you pay for your excuses. Commitment is the last key ingredient to success. You can have the best laid plans ever, but if you don't commit to it, then nothing's going to happen. You're not going to get any closer to your goals. Having the passion to go after what you want is important, but passion without action means absolutely nothing. When you first plan out your path to success, you probably told yourself you'll stay committed. You'll remain true to yourself. But there will be times when you'll start feeling tired, and the temptation to self-sabotage becomes too strong. What do you do then? When times get hard, when life becomes too challenging for you, think about your why. Why are you chasing that goal? Out of all the goals you initially wanted, why did you choose that particular goal? Your why will help you get out your rut. It will motivate you. It will give you a good kick in your behind to spur you into action. When you commit to success, you're going to need all the help you can get. Your why is just one way to motivate you. There are many others. This is where keeping a journal comes in handy. It will help you recall your humble beginnings. It will help you relive the excitement you felt at the very beginning. It will help you remember how you were able to get through other tough times. Success may seem magical, but it's really not. It's a combination of good planning, hard work, tears, frustration, and even failure. It doesn't matter how many steps you need to take to get to arrive at your goals. It's always that first step that's the hardest. Reaching your destination is hard if you don't know exactly where you're headed. You can just say you want to be something or do something by age 30 or 50 and not have a specific plan in place. You could literally get lost along the way. To accomplish your goals, you're going to get specific. You need to set up a course of action or a roadmap on how you're going to go about accomplishing your goals. It is not going to be easy. It will be hard. But you'll learn so much about yourself and about life along the way. Let your motivation, enthusiasm, and passion be your driving force as you navigate your way to success.